In 1963, a young African-American Air Force pilot named Ed Dwight was selected by President John F. Kennedy to become the nation's first black astronaut candidate. But due to relentless racial discrimination and political turbulence, his dream was crushed. Now, 6 decades later, at the age of 90, Ed Dwight finally soared into space aboard Blue Origin's New Shepard rocket. This is the incredible story of a man who waited a lifetime to reach the stars, a tale of perseverance, history, and the indomitable human spirit. Stay with us as we take you through the journey of the oldest person ever to go to space, and the first black astronaut candidate who finally got his due. Born on September 9, 1933, in Kansas City, Kansas, Ed Dwight grew up during the era of Jim Crow segregation. Despite systemic barriers, he excelled academically and pursued his passion for aviation. He earned a degree in aeronautical engineering from Kansas State University and joined the U.S. Air Force in 1953. By the early 1960s, he had become a highly skilled test pilot, logging over 2,000 flight hours in high-performance jets. His exceptional record caught the attention of the White House when President Kennedy sought to add African American representation to the nascent space program. In 1961, NASA selected the Mercury 7 astronauts, all white men. Kennedy wanted to change that, and Ed Dwight was chosen as the prime candidate to integrate the astronaut corps. In September 1962, Ed Dwight was assigned to the Aerospace Research Pilot School at Edwards Air Force Base in California. This was the elite training ground for future astronauts. But instead of receiving support, Dwight faced overt hostility from many of his instructors and peers. He was ridiculed, given impossible tasks, and deliberately failed on a flight test by an instructor who screamed racial slurs over the intercom. Despite these obstacles, Dwight graduated in 1963 and was recommended for astronaut training. Yet NASA, under political pressure and fearing backlash from Southern senators, never selected him for the Gemini or Apollo programs. After JFK's assassination in 1963, Dwight's chances evaporated. He left the Air Force in 1966, his astronaut dreams shattered. But his story was far from over. After leaving the military, Ed Dwight reinvented himself. He earned a degree in sculpture and became a renowned artist, creating over 18,000 public art installations, including statues of Martin Luther King Jr., Frederick Douglass, and other black heroes. His work honors African American history and the struggle for civil rights. Dwight also founded a successful construction company and a restaurant. But the space dream never died. In 2021, Jeff Bezos invited Dwight to fly on Blue Origin's New Shepard as a symbolic gesture of atonement. After careful consideration, Dwight accepted. On May 19, 2024, nearly 61 years after his selection by President Kennedy, Ed Dwight lifted off from West Texas, experiencing microgravity and witnessing Earth's curvature. At 90 years, 8 months, and 10 days, he became the oldest person to fly to space. The New Shepard mission NS-25 carried 6 passengers, including Dwight, who wore a patch honoring the Mercury astronauts. The flight lasted approximately 10 minutes, reaching an altitude of about 66 miles, just above the Kármán line, the internationally recognized boundary of space. During the brief period of weightlessness, Dwight floated freely, saying he felt like a butterfly. He later described the experience as life-changing and a moment that erased all the pain of the past. The flight also included 2 black astronauts from the nonprofit Space for Humanity, making it a historic step for diversity in space. For Dwight, it was redemption; for the world, a reminder that dreams deferred can still be fulfilled. Ed Dwight's journey is more than a spaceflight, it's a testament to resilience in the face of injustice. He never became a NASA astronaut, but his legacy inspired generations of black astronauts, including Guyon Bluford, the first African American in space in 1983. Now, Dwight's own flight marks a symbolic closure to a chapter of exclusion from the space program. In his words, "I'm not angry. I'm happy that I'm able to be part of this." His story teaches us that it's never too late to reach for the stars. Thanks for watching. If you found this valuable, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos.